Reserve Bank of India's Monetary Policy Committee will announce its policy decision today. While the market is divided over the quantum of rate action, here are the 5 things to watch out for. Firstly, on rate action, 6 out of 10 bankers and economists surveyed by Mint expect RBI to cut policy repo rate by 25 basis points to 5.15%. Among them, some of them expect a cut of 40 basis points, while a minority expect a 15 basis points cut. However, all of them believe that RBI is nearing their terminal repo rate of 5% by the end of calendar year, following which there will be a pause. The market will therefore be keenly watching out for the possibility, RBI statement on the possibility of a future rate cut before the end of this calendar year. Remember, if a rate cut happens this time, this will be the 5th consecutive rate cut from the RBI, and market believes that the rate cut along with the government's fiscal measures will support the ailing economy. The second key factor that the market will watch out for is whether RBI will revise its growth forecast. Remember, in the previous policy, the growth forecast for the current year has been fixed at 6.95%. But with the first quarter growth coming in at 5%, which is the weakest in many quarters, market expects RBI to revise its growth forecast downwards to around 6.5%. Well, another key factor that the market will watch out for is the RBI statement on inflation. Remember, in the previous policy, the MPC had pegged inflation for the second half at 3.5 to 3.7%. The market does not expect any change in this forecast in today's policy. Also, in the previous policy, RBI had said that they will watch out for key factors such as the monsoon impact on food prices and the crude oil impact. Considering that these factors have now played out too much, and the fact that pressures on headline inflation remain, market believes that there will not be, RBI is in no immediate danger to act on these fronts. The other key factor that the market will watch out for is the RBI statement fiscal deficit. Remember, just a day after Governor Shaktikanta Das said that the government has limited space for fiscal expansion, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman came out and announced a massive tax rate cut. Clearly, the RBI cannot ignore the fiscal slippage coming out from a drop in GST collection and the revenue foregone. The analysts are expecting a fiscal deficit shortfall of around 3.5 to 3.8% compared to 3.3% earlier. So fiscal slippage is likely to have, to reduce the impact of interest rate on the market rates going forward. So clearly the market will watch out for some statement on the fiscal deficit. The other main thing that the market is watching out for, RBI's comments on the health of the banking system. Remember, in the past few weeks, the banking system has been struck with a barrage of negative news, like the crisis at Punjab and Maharashtra Cooperative Bank, which led to RBI coming out with statements assuring depositors that the banking system is stable and safe. Also, shares of private sector banks have been pummeled after concerns raised over their exposure to troubled real estate companies. So clearly the market will seek some sort of guidance from the RBI on the state of the banking system. Also, any sort of indication coming from the RBI about whether there will be further measures to improve the liquidity for NBFC sector.